theory, and we will show an example of a rational choice. Rational choice theory is a theory of science that took effect in political science in 1915. The rational choice theory is a part of political behavior in the United States. At first, the theory of rational choice used by the economy in analyzing every economic measure, because in a sense, this theory teaches to choose an action that is based on the obvious reason and logic. The main actor of this theory is the individual. In a sense, this theory considers that any action or decision made by individual is the most appropriate choice for the benefit of himself. Individuals will provide the best option to meet their own needs. A more detailed explanation of the rational choice theory expressed by Stephen M. Waltz in his journal titled Rigor or Rigor Mortis, Rational Choice and Security Studies in the journal. Waltz stated that rational choice theory is individualistic. Social and political outcomes are viewed as the collective product of individual choice. If it is associated with the sense of international relations, the theory gives the sense that every country has a choice in every strategy action taken. However, the country also has to choose the best option for the country can be seen from the benefits and risks of each option to determine which option suits national destination country itself. So, if actors choose not to follow rational advice, they therefore were capable of behaving irrationally. The starting point for the theory was that individuals made their own choice in order to maximize their utilities, which could be subjectively defined, although there was a tendency to assume that these could be measured in terms of economic rewards or the acquisition of power. In principle, in what represent the most logical outcome to the strategic game and would set the terms for future empirical work. In rational choice theory has three variations: game theory, social choice theory, and public choice theory.
The person who turned all this into what he saw as a paradigm shift in political science was William Ricker. Ricker found it in game theory at 1940s. When he first became aware of game theory in the mid-1950s, Ricker was attracted by the presumption of amoral rationality. What made the difference in terms of the spread of his ideas, however, was his appointment to run the political science department at the well-endowed University of Rochester. Already committed to forms of social science based on rigorous quantitative analysis, here he insists of students capable of statistical analysis and faculty who were signed on to his own vision. The Theory of Political Coalition is a book on positive political theory written by William H. Ricker, published in 1962. It uses game theory to formalize political theory. In it, Ricker deduces the size principle. On its postulated politicians are proved to form winning, minimal size coalitions. The work runs contrary to a previous theory that politicians try to maximize their respective votes. Ricker supposed that attracting more votes requires resources and that politicians run to win. So, a rational politician tries to form a coalition that is as large as necessary to win but no larger.
Problem of the free rider was one that could be recognized. For example, and a member of a military alliance who gained protection but few resources into the pool. This point was made forcefully by Olson while working as a consultant to RAND in the 1960s. He showed how native smaller members found that they had little or no incentive to provide additional amounts of the collective good, and so burdens were shared in a disproportionate way. Axelrod came up with 4 rules to establish corporations. First, don't be envious. Be satisfied with absolute rather than relative gains, so that if you are doing nicely, don't worry if someone is doing even better. Second, don't be the first to defect, because you need to establish the logic of corporations. Third, if another player defects, re-equilibrate in order to establish confidence in your realizations. Last, don't be too clever, as others will not be sure what you are up to.
The presumption of rationality was the most contentious feature of formal theories. The presumption was that individuals were rational if they behaved in such a way that their goals, which could be obnoxious as well as noble, would be most likely to be achieved. This was the point made by the 18th century philosopher David Hume. He was as convinced of the importance of reason as he was that it could not provide its own motivation. This would come from a great range of possible human desires: ambition, avarice, self-love, vanity, friendship, generosity, public spirit, which would be mixed in various degrees and distributed through society.
System 1 processes were largely unconscious and implied. System 2 is thinking par excellence, capable of controlling the illogical form of reasoning that emerged out of System 1. System 2 process engage in a tussle with System 1 thinking, seeking to correct for feelings, prejudices, and stereotypes, recognizing what was unique and unusual about the situation, and seeking to plot a sensible and effective way forward.
Rational choice theory is an economic principle that assumes that individuals always make prudent and logical decisions that provide them with the greatest benefit or satisfaction and that are in their highest self-interest. Most mainstream economic assumptions and theories are based on rational choice theory. Dissenters have pointed out that individuals do not always make rational, utility-maximizing decisions. The field of behavioral economics is based on the idea that individuals often make irrational decisions and explores why they do so. Nobel laureate Herbert Simon proposed the theory of bounded rationality, which says that people are not always able to obtain all the information they would need to make the best possible decision. Economist Richard Thaler's idea of mental accounting shows how people behave irrationally by placing greater value on some dollars than others, even though all dollars have the same value. They might drive to another store to save $10 on a $20 purchase, but they would not drive to another store to save $10 on a $1,000 purchase.